अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. I was born in the darkest ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshe Tarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Okay, so I think we were on chapter 6, but Prabhupada's books are like, my Guru Maharaj says this, that he always used to say, because when people used to go for book distribution, so sometimes they would not have like, sequential cantos with them of Bhagavatam. So they used to ask Prabhupada that can we just give Krishna book like that because it is 10th canto. So he used to say that like ice cream lick from any side. It is the same flavor and it is sweet. So similarly, even if we are picking up in the middle, that's fine. Prabhupada's writing is always so concise, so meaningful that from his every line we can extract some gems and jewels for our life. So no worries that you were not able to join so far. Yeah, but the playlist is also there if you happen to have some time while your travels or anything. These are all small, our sessions, 30 minutes long or something. So you can hear as well. So yes, we had almost completed this chapter. Oh, actually, this also we had completed almost this chapter. Yeah, let me quickly take a look where we stopped last time. Yeah, according to Sri Ishopanishad, we are in chapter 6. Yeah, so from here we have to start. So yeah, this chapter is chapter 6, transcending designations and problems. So I discussed about this is like all these designations that we might have as all this man, woman, this is also a label or a designation. Or I am a mother, a sister, or a daughter. All these are called as designations. But what is our actual identity? Is we are servants of God or Krishna, who is all attractive God, right? So if we take up these other identities, then we have to work really very, very hard to maintain these identities. And therefore, there is a lot of struggle for existence because people want to be successful, they want to prove themselves, and they want to be ahead in the competition. So they definitely have to do a lot of hard work to maintain that status. And what does that mean? That we are trying to maintain some identity which is not our real identity, right? So if we always remain in our real identity, which is servant to God, then it is very, very liberating. It is very, very freedom giving, or freeing ourselves from all the problems, so there is no competition, because ultimately we are serving God. So he becomes happy with our even little service, right? That doesn't mean that we don't have to do hard work or anything. We have to do honest work, whatever we are doing, our occupational duty. But that doesn't mean that we have to extra stretch ourselves, where we don't have time for family, we don't have time for our own self growth, or this spiritual practices. We don't have time for that. If that is happening, then we really need to reconsider. Either we should create time for our spiritual well-being, or we should try reconsidering the things. So all these are designations, and they make us struggle very hard unless we actually really taking up the designation of servant of Krishna. So does that mean that I should stop cooking, or I should stop looking after my children because I'm thinking that I have a designation of mother, so it's not good? No, the message is not this. Actually, this designation also came to me not by my own will, because many people don't have even kids. Even though they want, they try, but they don't have. But if I am given, then it is kind of a responsibility given to me, right? So I don't have to feel proud and puffed up that, oh, I'm a mother of these many children, or these many boys, or these many girls, or something like that, because that is not what I had planned. That was planned by God for me. And that means that this is a responsibility, this is not something to enjoy, right? So the message is not that. So if we have been given some responsibility, then we have to do it very, very sincerely. We have to fulfill that responsibility very honestly, very sincerely. And but the thing is, while we are doing, or while we are performing those duties, we should keep the why very, very strong. That why are we doing this? Not only for our pleasure, that because these are my children, so I have to take care of them. No, but because Krishna has given us this responsibility, and these children belong to Krishna. Because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15, verse 7, Mamaya Vamsho Jiva Loke, means the jivas are my amshas, Mamaya Vamsho, right? So he's saying that these all jivas are my amshas, but they have forgotten this. So that's why they are struggling very hard in this life with all their senses, including the mind. So Krishna says that. So he declares that all these are my parts and parcels, right? So our children, our parents, or whoever we are responsible for, they are all given to us by Krishna. So that is our why, that why do we want to serve them? Okay. And that philosophy gives us a platform where we don't want to do very, very extraneous efforts. Even a little effort, sincere effort, will be accepted by Krishna, right? So this is the topic, transcending designations and problems. And Prabhupada is giving a lot of examples and a lot of philosophy around it, so it will be really nice to hear. So let's move on. Would you like to read, Prabhu, from here according to Sri Ishopanishad, or if you want, I can read too.
According to Sri Isopanishad,
your voice is a little low, Prabhu. Can you just come closer or something, or put on? Yeah, this is better.
One second, maybe the mic is.
Yeah, it's pretty soft.
According to Sri Ishopanishad, Om Purna Ada Purnam Idam Purnat Purnam Udasyate Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purnam Ivavasishyate.
Very nice.
The personality of Godhead is perfect and complete, and because of this, all emanations from Him, such as the phenomenal world, are perfectly equipped as complete wholes. Whatever is produced of the complete whole is also complete in itself. Because he is the complete whole, even though so many complete units emanate from him, he remains the complete balance. God is complete, his creation is complete, and his arrangements are complete, but we are creating disturbances. Real education is that which makes people Krishna conscious so that they will properly utilize the resources of the earth and stop creating disturbances. It is not possible to solve problems by passing resolutions in the United Nations. One must know the actual method of solving problems. Sukadeva Goswami says that simply by pure devotional service, one can solve the problems of life. Who can do this? It is not possible for an ordinary man, but those who are Vāsudeva Parayana, devoted to Lord Krishna, Vāsudeva. Only those whose concern is to satisfy Krishna and who take to pure, unalloyed devotional service can solve the problems of life.
Yeah, so just 1 second here. The verse had a little like good significance here. That this is about Krishna's energies or Krishna's powers. That this verse is very famous. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purnameva Avashishyate. So, like all of us are complete units. Like we are self-running, right? It's not that he has to come and plug us or something. He doesn't have to do anything. So we work on our own. So we are complete units emanating from him, but he doesn't diminish because of that. So he is almighty. That is the sense that we are getting, because we hear about God. He's almighty, he's all powerful, but how? That our shastras are showing us, right? So this is how he is almighty, that so many complete units are coming out of him, but still he is not diminished, and his creation is complete, his arrangements are complete. But now Prabhupada is like showing us that we are, means the living entities actually create disturbances, although they have been given a higher intelligence than animals, but they make more disturbances than animals. Because we see now in ocean so much plastic is being thrown, so the aquatics are dying because of that. But people don't care about this so much, because who is recycling, who is not recycling, nobody knows what is going on. So this way the people are creating disturbances because of their own greed. So that's what Prabhupada is mentioning here. Yeah. So let's and Shukadeva Goswami, he is speaker of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, he spoke Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj. So that's why these references will come in between sometimes. Yeah, let's move on.
Sukadeva Goswami says that simply by pure devotional service, one can solve the problems of life. This here.
Yeah, we did it. Yeah.
Agam Dunvanti has already explained problems are created by sinful activities. Although there is enough food, everyone stocks more than is needed in order to make a profit, or simply in order to hoard. In 1942 in India, there was an artificial famine created by people gathering money and stocking it unnecessarily. Wealthy men collected rice which was selling at 6 rupees a pound, and suddenly within the week the price rose to 50 rupees a pound. Consequently, no rice was available on the market. And the people went hungry. An American gentleman present at the time remarked, if people in our country were starving in this way, there would have been a revolution. The people in India, however, are so trained and cultured that in spite of this artificial famine, they did not revolt but preferred to die peacefully. Of course, this is only one instance, but it shows how problems are not created by God but by man. In Germany, during the First World War, the women went to church and prayed to God to send their husbands, sons, and brothers back safely. But none of them came back. All of the women became atheists. They did not consider that God did not advocate the war and its problems. They went to him for a solution. When we create our own problems, we have to suffer the results. It is a fact, however, that the problems of one who takes to the shelter of Krishna, God, are solved. For this reason, if for none other, one should apply his devotional service to Vasudeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vasudeva bhagavati bhakti-yogaḥ prayojitaḥ. If one engages in devotional service to Vāsudeva, he will receive the highest knowledge without delay.
Yeah, here I
Jana,
wanted to little bit comment that how Prabhupada is giving this example of this woman.
Mhm,
So many people say that, oh God, why did you do this with us? Right? We have heard this many times.
mhm,
But that is a wrong notion. Actually, whatever we have in our life currently, presently, in whatever situation we are in, that
mhm,
is created by us, by our choices only. Right? We should never blame God for anything, because what will he gain by creating problems for us? We are so tiny living beings, right? So he has nothing to gain from us. But
mhm,
the nature works in such a way that there is always equal and opposite reaction to every action we do, right? So that's why this blaming to the god is very very offensive. And how Prabhupada is nicely portraying this example, that people went for the war and they didn't come back, so women became atheists. They turned away from the god, but many times what happens is, because of cultured families, and we had been taught in god consciousness since our childhood. So our parents taught us that whatever happens happens by desire of god, and we should accept it without any conditions. So therefore we are able to navigate easily through the situations like that, without deviating from god consciousness. So that is our good fortune. Yeah, so let's move on the words from here.
The words jnāna-vairāgyam refer to that knowledge by which one becomes detached from material allurement. The word jnana means knowledge and vairāgyam means detachment. Uh, okay, I had to say something.
Mhm.
That word vairāgyam means something different in Tamil.
Oh really? What is
Yeah,
that?
that's like someone with a lot of pride, or it's not necessarily like a good. Uh,
It's
okay,
not a positive connotation.
yeah. Both
Hmm.
knowledge and detachment are required in this human form of life. One should know I am spirit soul. I have nothing to do with this material world. But because I have a desire to enjoy it in different ways, I am transmigrating from one body to another. I do not know when this began, but it is still going on. This is real knowledge. To be knowledgeable, one must understand his constitutional position and realize how he is suffering in this material world. That perfection of knowledge comes when one becomes Vasudeva Parana, devoted to Lord Vasudeva. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna, Bahunam Jana Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Pradayate Vasudeva Sarvam Iti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. After many births and deaths, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes and all that is. Such a great soul is very rare. Those great souls who know perfectly well that Krishna, Vasudeva, is the source of everything are very rare. It is easy to find so-called Mahatmas, great souls with long beards and mustaches, who tell everyone that they are one with God and that when they die, they will wake up and become God. But these are not real Mahatmas. Rather, they are Duratma, hard-hearted, because they want to encroach on the rightful position of Krishna and become one with him. If there were a servant in the office who tried to occupy the position of employer, would the employer like it? Similarly, any living entity who's trying to become God is not very much to God's liking. Of course, no one can become God, but this endeavor to become God or his competitor is not very pleasing to him. Persons who try are described in Bhagavad Gita as dvisata, envious. The Lord says, Tan aham dvisata truran samsaresu naradaman shipami ajasram asushuvan asurish eva yonishu. Envious, mischievous, the lowest of mankind, these do I ever put back into the ocean of material existence into various demonic species of life.
Means demons. So yeah, actually, in essence, what Prabhupada is explaining is how people go away from God. So we saw this example of these ladies who became atheists, and this another example is those people who don't believe in God, but they think that we ourselves are God. Means many people say now also that we have God within, means we are God. Okay, and once we will get purified, we will become God. So like this, many demons were there in our history, right? Ravana, Hiranyakashyap. So all these demons, they wanted to become God, or they were very very envious of God, right? So these kind of people are turned more away from God. Actually, Krishna puts them into ocean of material existence, means they like material things more and more, so they always stay in this material world. They never go back to him, right? So yeah, so maybe
But we had
this.
like two different points. First is, I mean, that initially it says we are doing some things like that, ladies,
Hmm.
and later on it says the person who realizes like Vasudeva is the source of everything. So that is like two opposite points are being said, right?
Yeah, so these ladies became atheists. Why? Because they prayed to God that we want our husbands and sons back safe from the war, but they died there. So these ladies thought that, oh, God didn't hear our prayers, so they became atheists. That there is no God. Okay, but here Prabhupada is saying that if a jnani, means like who wants to collect more and more information only, right? But even such a person who is not interested in God, who is not interested in bhakti, but who is interested in collecting knowledge, that person also will know Krishna after many many births. Okay, and once he knows Krishna, ultimately what he will do, he will surrender. Mam prapadyate means surrender. Bahunam janma namante means after so many births, Gyanvan, one who is in actual knowledge, not only information had, but actual knowledge. And what is this knowledge? First of all, who am I? Who is God? What is my relationship with him? What is this material nature? And what am I supposed to do in this relationship? This is actual knowledge, not the bookish knowledge. Okay, we know this, we know this, we know that. And nowadays it has become next to impossible to collect all the information because so many sources information is coming. So that's not the right knowledge. The right knowledge is self realization and God realization. So when one has that real knowledge after so many births, then he will surrender to Krishna, understanding that Vasudeva sarvamiti, that he is everything. Vasudev Krishna is everything. And sa Mahatma Sudurlabha means what? Such kind of Mahatma is very, very rare to find. Our false ego is so strong that we never want to surrender. We always want to control the situation. So that is what it is being mentioned here. So these are not two opposite things. These are almost in line with each other because these ladies sort of, they put a competition with God that, okay, you bring my husband back, then my faith will be strong in you. That's a deal. That's a trade-off, right?
Mm.
And Krishna is not responsible for anybody's, deeds. He will reduce your karma if you are like really, really wanting to serve him. So he will give you some relief. But if you want to lead your own life, as you want, then why should he interfere? He's not interfering in. So we get consequences, then also he's not interfering. If we get enjoyment, then also he's not interfering. We can enjoy as well. That's what we are doing in our lives. Whatever enjoyment is coming, we enjoy. And whenever some sorrow is coming, then we look at God that, oh, why are you doing this with me? So that's not Krishna consciousness, right? So it is pretty much in line. But if you still have doubt, do you have doubt anymore?
No, I think I understand your
Yeah.
explanation.
Yeah. So Prabhupada makes this very, very clear. Simply, what he wants to say is through all his books that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and he is very kind and merciful to his devotees. Okay. But those who are not his devotee, he is not revengeful to them, but he doesn't interfere in their free wills. But what happens is, according to their free will, they then enjoy or suffer. Their cycle, samsara cycle, keeps going. They are stuck like a hamster is stuck into that, that wheel, right? So they are stuck. But if somebody is really, really from his heart willing to get out of this samsara chakra, then he will take to the lotus feet of Krishna. He will chant regularly, he will read regularly, he will hear regularly about glories of Krishna. And slowly, slowly, we will be able to experience this, that our heart is getting drawn towards Krishna. He's calling us, he's attracting us. And slowly, slowly, all these material duties and all these, we start taking it slowly. They go on second priority. And our sadhana becomes the first priority. That is, our connection with Krishna becomes the first thing. Every day, early in the morning, sadhana first, like that. So, but already Krishna himself is saying, Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. So such souls are very rare because we don't realize yet, right? So yes, Prabhu, we'll stop here. I have another reading by 9 o'clock. So, but thank you very much. Even though you are
Thank you.
coming for a business trip, still you are, willing to join. That's the desire and that's the choice that you are making for yourself. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you hopefully next Wednesday. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.